Alright. Happy Friday, gents. How's it all going? Yeah, so breakdown since yesterday. We actually had a bearish retest of 105.8. We didn't even get into the 106 orders actually up above. And yeah, since seen a pretty decent dump actually overnight. I woke up and I was like, yo, that daily close was really bad. But yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. It's definitely a break of structure on the daily. Um, Lots of longs liquidated though, but yeah, I just actually let's check long to short ratio. Wait, what? Oh. Long to short ratio. Why this Wi-Fi? This hotel Wi-Fi is a bit. Let me know if the stream's okay. Can you hear my voice? Did you catch the short, Jack? No, bro. I haven't really been trading that much. I've just been traveling. I literally last night I was in Kyoto and I met one of my friends from uni. I haven't seen him in like 3 years and I got absolutely rinsed. Like I got back at like 5 a.m. My checkout time from Kyoto was 11, so woke up at like 10, like 5 hours later, like still really fucked. Then got on the bullet train to Tokyo. So I have not been trading that much at all. But I hope some of you guys caught some of the bearish retests. I mean, we've been bearishly retesting and kind of going a little bit lower for a while. I think it's going down more like everyone says. Um, yeah, we'll have to see. I was always up until proven otherwise, and I feel like now I might have been proven otherwise from that daily close yesterday, but we will talk about it. Um, so it's clear to see that the longs are rapidly increasing. We're about 60% long 4 hours ago, so this dip's just not it's not gonna stop anytime soon. I don't think. Um, we obviously have had like that's actually a really big decrease in the last 4 hour period or the last 8 hour period. But yeah, the more longs that keep coming in, we're just gonna. It's like all the way up, people started with shorting, all the way up, all the way up, and then as soon as it got to like 50-50 for a day or two, I remember I said when this goes about back to 50-50 or above 50-50 and it holds for a couple days, it's probably gonna be like some sort of short top-ish. It doesn't have to be the top, but yeah. And then we've kind of been doing that since, I mean, the last few days. Last few days. In terms of liquidity, we still have some stuff above us at 106, which we just got the failure there, but we didn't really quite get that short liquidity. So that might be looking attractive to definitely short. There's also probably a Stuba fib there as well. But yeah, definitely definitely maybe time to get some shorts on the table because I was trying to long alts, but it looks like that's not really happening. I was just under the impression that if Bitcoin were to hold 103k on the daily, then we might see some alt season, especially if it goes sideways, but I'm not really sure about that anymore. I hope so, but I'm still obviously in my spot and I bought some spot, but yeah, it's one of them ones where we just have to go with the flow. Let me change my screen. Like I said, I really am very sorry, but I don't have that much time today. I have some plans tonight, so I'll be here for about 20 minutes though, maybe 15, 20 minutes. Caught along this afternoon. Let's go, bro. Where from? Let's just look. So we probably caught it down at like 101 ish, maybe. But yeah, so like I was saying, this is a very, 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 very clear break of structure. Extremely, extremely clear. We closed super low down here. Um, and yeah, to be honest, anything coming up now into here is good. Is just bearish retest territory. You could also that's the daily high swing as well, right? So that's the daily high swing. So this area here is definitely interesting me to short now. like quite high conviction. And we could also even get more conviction by doing this. Okay, and that. Well, the 4 hour band's not really coming too much up. Just know that if we do get like a wick in here and then fail, it's still good. It's still good. But yeah, that's the play, man. That's like the giga short zone. We could also bearishly retest June, which would be really weak as well. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing on the daily. Broken down, broken structure. This band is coming down now on the daily, so I think we're gonna see in the short term 94k Bitcoin. So yeah, definitely not great for the altcoins as well because they're gonna dump really hard. I think possibly in terms of in terms of your long thumpy, I think 104k or that like 10 104k definitely be an area that you might be looking to take some profit on. Yeah. ETH Bitcoin actually still holding. So it's not like all doom and gloom, but it's just like if we go and see lower, like a lot lower on Bitcoin, we're obviously gonna have a pretty rough time on some alts. Um, Still, as long as we hold this swing here, I still do like it for a potential alt rotation at some point. But yeah, if Bitcoin nukes, we're gonna just nuke. Every alt's gonna nuke. But do you know what's crazy about this? Is look how tight these bands are getting. Well, let me take off my magnet. These bands are getting extremely tight. Like this is gonna pop soon. In a few days, it's either gonna go like that and then fail, or it's gonna come back down and like I don't know. I actually don't know what's gonna happen with this. From a charting perspective, I would like to say it would go up, but yeah, look how tight that's getting on the daily. Once this comes up into there, it's gonna it's literally gonna be so primed to move. Every time I've seen the bands do that on the daily and the price is going sideways, it's literally like it's about to bust. It's literally holding in a nut. No, sorry. Anyway, ETH, yeah, another clear breakdown on the daily below structure. ETH's actually not looking like too bad, but again, I'd be looking to short all those levels now, and then I reckon the target's probably like 2.1k ish, and then we'll see what happens then. It's not the end. I know, I am aware that my mentor Smallio is posting some pretty bearish shit, and don't fade him for sure. But just on a charting perspective, sorry, excuse me. If we retested here like this level and held, we still would have the potential to like go higher. But yeah, then if we do the lower high, then it's pretty much set in stone that we're gonna come back to the lows. But yeah, I'm not really sure I can see that far in the future like him. Anyway, Solana actually hasn't broken down yet. I would be watching this daily close potentially for a small regain of. Gosh, I got too many things on here. What's that? You know what? Let's just get a new chart, shall we? Let's go on like KuCoin or some shit. So yeah, we've done a retest of this low, and if we regain some of these levels here, it could open up a test for slightly higher. Why am I lagging? Yeah, if we close the daily out above here, that opens for retest for potentially higher, and then you can catch a sort up at the weekly open. If we then come up and test this, then potentially you could long that, and that would be the deviation. but those are the two options on Sol as well. And just interestingly, as I was just looking at that, we seem to be wicking and getting a W reversal on the daily. Now, that doesn't mean that we're going to go and like break out, but it does mean that we could see potentially a short-term reversal, even just to here, or even like up to here maybe. But yeah, that is definitely interesting for sure. That's also coming down into there. So if we were to hold that, which we are, close above this, then yeah, you could take it up potentially into there, which where I'd see it stop. But yeah, it's one of those ones. Anyway, in terms of some of my trades, I did say that about this hype trade that if we got up towards this pocket, it would be a good idea to take profit. Or sorry, it was actually do you know what? I actually didn't say that. I did say the previous weekly open, didn't I? So we didn't quite get there, but we got to the 786, and have since come back down. Hype's still holding quite well, but this is potentially the start of a downtrend. I would like to see this consolidate. Um, yeah, I've got way too many lines on this chart now. Ah. Another thing that I actually did buy, I remember saying to you guys, was Fartcoin, which seems to not be doing that bad actually. I must be up on my trade because I bought the yearly open to the Q4, I think $1 to 9.3 ish. So I guess that's gonna hopefully cover my stop losses, eh? But yeah, I'll be taking profit on the weekly open on this for sure. And yeah, that's about it for now. I imagine that a lot of alts um, have put in new lows, so you could just draw a fib, and hopefully, if that pocket comes in around the weekly open, or the combination band, and it's also resistance, it's a very high conviction short that you could take. Yeah, it's interesting. Anyway, caught it at 100,769. Nice, bro. Let's get it. Let's get it. It's good to hear. It's good to hear. Um, there will be more chances for sure. In terms of like longs, again, you want to see a daily close above, for example, like on Solana above here, and then you could long it all the way up to here. Right now, you just don't. You're just in a bit of a danger area here. You're at danger of doing another one. But I don't actually think Solana looks that bad, you know. Yeah, it didn't even break that. It's obviously locally coming down, but definitely has the potential to come back up. Definitely something I might be interested in. But yeah, like I said, I'm not really on the charts that much, and the daily close is at such a weird time for me that I probably won't be acting on it. I'm just laying out some potential ideas. So yeah, I'm happy that I took my profit on my injective trade about 13. So kind of perfect from earlier this week. It's like Tuesday. Have since come back down, actually closed below this level, and then yeah, did a failure of this underside and have since slid down. So again, potential area to short in here, and yeah, it's just we're just gonna go a bit deeper, guys. A little bit deeper now. But yeah, all in all, it's not the end. It's definitely something though. But yeah, is anyone looking at anything in particular, or is in any? Whoa, what's going on with my laptop? Any trades? Anything interesting that I should be potentially just setting orders on? Maybe. Oof, Doge just nuked through that level. It's like barely holding though, to be fair. It just nuked through the Stuber pocket. If it does recover that, it definitely has potential. It didn't actually close lower than there. It's this has the potential to look not too bad if this daily candle were to close like above there, above like 173 ish or 174. Sorry, what is that? That's quite a long-term daily level. Yeah, it's definitely watch these closes, guys, tonight. Might be a bit of a slow weekend, but we might have a little bit of a pumpy weekend and then just dump straight into like Sunday, Monday. Yeah, that's coming down. That's definitely in a downtrend. Popcat. That was a super bearish retest there. It's also made a new low. It's actually on support, but that Feb level is. What are those swings? There must be 4-hour swings, right? I don't actually know what that is. It's a 4-hour swing. Still in a downtrend. I don't know. I wouldn't long that at the moment. Sui's actually been getting digged at the moment. This is like super blah 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 price action. But yeah, if you guys are like watching charts right here, like you you wouldn't have long this, but as soon as we did that and then this, that's the one right there. That this 4-hour candle. Let me zoom in. You guys are probably know this, but this is the one right here. That's the short. That's your okay. We're going down. And even if your target is just to here, that's where you take a little bit of profit, and then it wicks up and then does another one. Just can't let it go. Do do do. I really want to be trading in this market, but I just don't want to sit in my room like for a few hours every day on holiday. But sometimes setting orders can just be such a bitch. Yeah, that's all looking pretty bad. Fartcoin's looking the best, maybe, potentially. But yeah, if this were to dip even lower, I think I'm going to accumulate this. I think it's going to be a good one. I have quite a lot of trust in it. Opinion on Popcat. Can you look at grass? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My opinion on Popcat is that it is just really good to trade on the lower time frames. I know I say that quite a lot, but I think if we just take everything off. Maybe we'll put like one weekly level on. Put like two. And we'll just say we have broken down just on this last daily close. Super bearish, actually. If we are to regain new high and then backtest, and then it would be saved. But right now it's looking a little rough. I think again, there's probably a really good short in. That daily band's also gone straight down. Yeah, that's probably going to go 2.6. And the reason I say that is because I need magnet. That is probably going to perfectly line up with June and the weekly open. Is it? No, it's not. It's way higher. I mean, the June and weekly open is way lower, sorry. Anyway, that, if you get 40 cents again on Popcat, short the shit out of it. That's a Stuber combination crossover, bro. In resistance, weather new low. Bang. Bang, bang, bang. But yeah, like with something like this though, just be cautious when, if you do short the shit out of it here, it's going to initially come back. It may hold here, which would kind of be bullish. It may, so just take some profit and put your stop at break even if you come back down like that. But then again, it may not. So just obviously risk manage that. You have to manage your risk, but yeah, you probably know anyway. But yeah, I'd probably see 2.6 on that. If you get 40 cents and then 2.6, that would be ideal, but yeah, grass. I fucking hate that coin, by the way, grass. It just trades really weirdly. I just don't like it. Whoa, what the fuck is that? Yo. Right, here we go. So, this is not a great chart, is it? When did this come out? October 24. Um, it's just a weird coin, isn't it? Like, what the fuck is what was actually even going on here? Actually doesn't look that bad, you know, compared to some other shit that I've just looked at. Literally touched the 786. You know, this is probably going to go and test the major res, you know, actually, if I were to just say from a charting perspective. Obviously, if Bitcoin dumps, it's probably going to just do this. Meow. But Bitcoin doesn't, it's going to go here. You could potentially short that as well. Like so. No, sir. Like so. And there. But yeah, that's created some mega support there. Interesting. Definitely something quite good that I've looked at. That and Hype and Filecoin don't seem to be doing too badly. And damn, it's pumping. Why is it pumping? There's probably a reason for it. Probably some news or some shit. Anyway, it's already 5:30. I feel it does the opposite. Yeah, it's really weird. It's like fucking just does opposite of the whole market. But yeah, anyway, anything else quickly? Anything specific that we want to look at? Maybe we should look at S again because I didn't get the chance to properly do that yesterday. Do you know what? I fucking love Max, but like he joins sometimes at the end of my streams, like when I've been streaming like an hour and a bit. At home, I'm completely fine. I love it because I'll just stream for like 2 hours. I don't mind. But on holiday, I'm like I've got plans, and like he'll talk for like half an hour. So I had to just like cut it off really quickly. But someone did ask me about S, and yeah, this is fucking looking. Actually, we were looking at the FTM chart. Yeah, this it definitely is in like a potential area to bid. Like if I was just looking at this chart, like if I didn't know anything about anything, like no, sorry, if I wasn't paying attention to any other market or like Bitcoin or any shit, I would look at this chart and be like, potentially I could bid that, especially if that weekly candle kind of flips back above the 886. But yeah, I just don't really feel like it at the moment because I feel like it might come a bit lower first. Potentially, you could bid that at like 3-2 for a bounce. Even if it's just a bounce play up to like here and it's like a bearish retest somewhere in there. But man, that was actually looking quite good uh, when we did this wick in here. When was this? 3rd of February. It was actually looking quite good, and then it just like it's kind of just really struggled. Hmm. Hmm. AVAX just made a new low. That's also got so much resistance. Link, that looks fucking bearish, bro. Dot actually got caught on the pocket and then just died. Literally just died through that daily candle 2 days ago was really bad. And the daily candle yesterday broke a lot of structure on that, so that's a setup that just did not work at all. It's actually not even looking that bad here for a bit when it was in the pocket on this candle, and we got this. But yeah, it doesn't always work out, I guess. That's not looking good. To be fair though, like I've actually made a lot of money bidding this dot bottom. So was it? I don't think I bid it in July, but I think I did bid it in November a little bit. Then I bid it again in March, and then I bid it again in April. And each time it's actually worked out really well for me. So like potentially I might do it again. Like don't fix what ain't broke, right? Hmm. Hmm. Definitely one to think about. That oscillator is super cooked as well, bro. Hmm. I have very conflicting thoughts on the market right now. See, that looks like it wants to break down. That's Arve. That just made a new low here. Excuse me, lag. And then yeah, it's just gonna do a healthy retest. But other things look really bad. I think we're getting into that point where everything's kind of every alt seems to be doing its own thing. So maybe we are getting close to the little like alt season top. Pendle. People always ask me about Pendle. Pendle. Looks kind of good. Oh, actually, yeah, it did bull div on the weekly. Ooh, this is a difficult one actually. This I would like. Should I turn off the wicks for this? How do I do that? No, I can't be fucked. These wicks are doing too much. It doesn't look that bad, bro. This for some reason. We'll just say that there's like a. Just for simplicity, that's this probably the swing that you want to hold in between there. And let's have a look at this. It's Did it break the low? Not yet. It hasn't broke the low yet. Bands are getting tight. It was here up in the daily combination bands, but I'd say if you get a close below this on the daily, what you're going to do is you're probably going to come down and see 3.2. But until then, you just can't. It's just like an if then when sort of thing. It is holding for now, to be fair. I'd say that probably that's quite a good level. Somewhere between there and there. Yep. Interesting. 3.04, 3.2, 3.05, 3.2-ish. On Schmendel. I need to drop off. Thank you, bro. See you later. I need to go as well, bro. Fuck. I'm so tired, but I need to go out. There's like specific bars in Tokyo that a lot of foreigners go to, and there's these girls. They're known as gaijin hunters. Gaijin is foreigner. And like basically go to the bars to like try and get foreigners. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Let me go test out the theory. But yeah, anything else before I go? I'm sorry it was a bit short, only half an hour, but I need to go and eat something. And then yeah, I got a reservation. Yes, no, maybe so. Is anyone in any? Oh shit. Anyone in any like really bad trade? Mine are pretty much stopped, but see that's just fucking like looked really good here, and then just nuked. That looks like it's gonna nuke. That's near. Whoops, I've gone back too far. That looks like it's gonna nuke, bro. That's gonna fucking nuke. I would definitely short that area there. Nuke! And that'll probably go straight down there, and then it will do like that, and then it will go like that to the lows. And T is just fucking dead, isn't it? This coin is ripped. RIP. Made some decent money long in those lows though, but it did not work out the last time. Yeah, that's about it. I will catch you guys next week, I guess. Next week, probably my last week here, and then I'll be back in London, so it'll be back to normal soon. I'll have more time on my hands. And lots of stories, hopefully. Anyway.